Hello everyone, my name is Candice Eclue, and this is my assignment for Lesson 6 of Nutrition, Health, and Safety in Early Education. I have assumed the role of an elementary school teacher, and I've just received a new student named Jack. Now, Jack has autism, so here are my 3 strategies that I will be using to support him in a classroom setting and also help facilitate his learning. The first strategy I would like to talk about is behavioral modification tactics, and this can be thought of as CISS, or CISS, which stands for consistency, immediacy, specificity, and saliency. Consistency represents a teacher's willingness to create and stick to a behavior plan. After a behavior has taken place, the consequence should be administered immediately, which is the I of our CISS. The next letter stands for specificity, and that relates to the specific behavior that is the target for the intervention, and saliency, which means that the consequence of this targeted behavior is meaningful and important and noticeable to the child. Using this approach to undesired behaviors can really help the child learn how to change his own behavior. For example, if a child tends to throw toys a lot, explaining to that child that if he throws a toy, it'll be taken away and he won't be able to play with it anymore, helps him realize that his actions leads to an undesirable consequence, which hopefully with good intervention tactics should be able to change. The next strategy I would be using in my classroom is using actions and objects to help the child communicate. Many students have limited verbal skills, or they use sign language, or just different methods of communicating. So encouraging a child to point to what they're trying to show you, or demonstrate it by using sign language or a certain action, is a really good way to help a child communicate to the world around him. Another great way is to encourage children who can speak to ask nicely what they are asking for. A specific student I was able to work with, every time she would want a computer, she had been taught that she has to say, "I want computer, please." And she would say it in her own way, but we would coach her to say those words when she would want something. It wouldn't have to be a computer. It could be pretty much any object. But this actually helped the child learn how to communicate a little bit more effectively. And, excuse me, the third strategy I would like to incorporate in my classroom is just understanding how this child learns. A lot of children with autism tend to learn visually. So using something like a visual schedule in the classroom will help them keep track of where they are going next, and actually helps create a predictable environment, which is what these kids really need, what they find really calming. So learning the specific way that this child needs to learn, and it changes from student to student, will actually help me devise the best strategies further to help teach him in the most effective forms. And those are my 3 strategies for helping Jack. Thank you all very much.